what happens when you don't plan your personal training sessions? I'm going to tell you what I do, and I think you're going to be surprised at what I'm about to say. So the thing we're taught, first of all, especially when you go on personal training courses or get your personal training qualifications through university, is that you must plan every single session. And I'm going to tell you today that is a complete waste of time, which does go against what most of the industry say, but hear me out. I always believe in having a plan for my clients, but a grand plan in terms of where I want them to get to based on where they're going to start from. So I know where I want to get them to. The thing is if you plan each individual session, so often things crop up to mean that you can't actually complete the session that you have planned and spend hours planning. So I want to make sure that overall I know exactly where my clients are going to, making sure they're on the right trajectory, but I'm not bogged down in the detail of every single session. Because if one session doesn't go to plan, it knocks the whole rest of everything else you've got planned for them in the days or even the weeks to come. Now, I learned this the hard way when I was first setting up the business, because I thought, yes, I need to make sure that to look professional, I'm going to turn up to every single client, and I've already done their plan. I've spent time on it. I know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to hit 5 sets of this, then 3 sets of this. Then we're going to go into that exercise, then go into that range of mobility work, then a little bit more mobility work over here, so on and so forth. And I'd spend maybe, I don't know, half an hour the night before on every single plan. Now, if you think about it, if I have 8 clients, that's an extra sort of 3.5, 4 hours I was spending every night before the next day sessions. And what I found is so often the case, I turn up to a client with my plan in place going, yes, we're going to hit this today. And they go, actually, Rob, I put my back out a little bit yesterday. So, can you just sort of work the exercises around it? And I'd look at my plan and go, okay, yeah. Okay, we can't do that one. Can't do that one. That's going to be tricky and make the back feel even worse. And so often, I'd have to throw that plan out the window and just do it ad hoc. And that's where I think you're going to get more benefit from with your clients. Now, it's not to say I haven't got their end goal in mind when I train, but you need to be prepared to change your plans the second you turn up to a client, because they might not be in a position to do that. They might not be in a position to work through the plan that you want them to work through. And part of me then thinks, well, if that's the case, I still know where I want to get them to, and I know how to get them there. Let's just work it through session on how their body's feeling. I know if I push someone hard and they push as hard as they can, that's the most I'm going to get from them. Yes, we can talk about periodization within your planning, but let's be honest, unless we're working with really, really elite athletes, we probably don't need to do that with the majority of our clients. Now, a lot of personal trainers might shout me down. I don't care. I've done it for the last 22 years and had incredible success with my clients. So think about this. Do you really want to spend hours every single night planning sessions that you'll probably never ever complete? Now take those 2, 3, 4 hours of planning per night and change it into maybe training another 2 clients each day. That's going to put £10,000, £15,000 a year on your income. Now, what would you rather have at the end of a financial year? £10,000 to £15,000 more in your bank account, or a pile of plans that you can even execute because the client wasn't able to? Have a think about that and let me know down in the comments if you plan every session, and if after this video you're still going to plan every single session. You might do. This is just the way I do it. Everyone has a different take on it. But let me know in the comments down below. And until next week, take it easy. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.